Hello students, today we'll start with chapter number 8, body movements. So in this chapter we'll study about the body movements in humans, like how we are able to move, uh, number of bones present in our body, about cartilage, the function of skeleton, skull, and different types of joints present in our body. And in last, we will discuss about the animals like earthworm, snail, cockroach, birds, fishes, and snakes, how they are able to move, and number of bones present in their body. And if the bones are not there, then how that animals locomote, that how they move. So first of all, I'll start with the body movements. So children, this is a very practical chapter. Body movements can be basically of two types. So I will tell you. First type is, in one type of movement, the organism move their body part in one, two, or more directions, but do not change their position. So, listen it again. The organism move their body parts in different directions, but they do not change their position. For example, when you move your hand, fine, means while sitting at one place, you are moving your neck, you are moving your hands, fingers, toes, etc. So this is one type of movement that is basically present in our body. And second type of movement is the movement of animals from one place to another. That is known as locomotion. When a person or an animal move from one place to another, that is known as a locomotion. It's very, very important. For movements of our body parts and for locomotion, our body has a skeleton system and muscle system. So when we are discussing about the different parts, about the two systems we'll study, that is a skeleton system and about the muscle system. So children, I must tell you that approximately 650 muscles are attached to the skeleton. Okay. And skeleton system consists of small and long bones and cartilage. So what is this cartilage? So we'll discuss later on. So I think I'm very, very clear with it, that approximately 650 muscles are attached to the skeleton, and skeleton system consists of small and long bones. So let's study the next part. What is there in this next slide, that is bones and their function. So we'll study the different bones and their functions, what type of bones are present in our body. So bones are rigid organ that constitute the part of the endoskeleton of vertebrate consist of calcium. So bones, I think you must have read already in chapter number 2 that calcium is required for bones. So bones are rigid organ. Rigid means it is a hard organ that is a part of endoskeleton. Endoskeleton, and there are two type of skeleton. I want to tell you that one is exoskeleton and other is endoskeleton. So this is the first function of the bone. Second is they support and protect the various organs of the body and produce red and white cells and store minerals in it. So the important function is to support and protect the various organs. So in protection, we can say that bones can serve to protect internal organs such as the skull, protecting the brain, or the ribs, protecting the heart and lungs. So children, it's very, very important to note down that bones protect our internal organs. So there may be a 1 mark question or MCQ questions that which part of the body is protected by bones. Heart and lungs are protected. Even the skull protects the brain, because brain is a very sensitive part. So ribs are protected by heart and lungs. One thing more is there, as you are able to see in the diagram also, bones provide a frame to keep the body supported. So here in the X-ray, you can see this is an X-ray of chest. These are the ribs. If you are able to see, these are the rib, and outer cover is known as a rib cage. So how bones provide a frame to keep the body supported? So these all are the functions of bones. So bones plays a very, very important role. I think we can recap again. Bones are rigid organ. Okay. They support and protect the various organs of the body, and they provide protection for the internal organs. And bones provide a frame to keep body supported. So these all are the functions of the bones. One thing more I want to tell you, that the organic substances give the bone its elasticity, while the minerals material gives the toughness. You have seen toughness means it makes the bones hard. And already we have read that bones are of different shape and of different size. So we will discuss few of the bones. Some bones like thigh bone has bone marrow, and bone marrow form the red blood cells. RBCs are formed by the bone marrow. So this is very important to learn, that where the in thigh bone the bone marrow is present, and bone marrow helps to form the RBCs. So and about, shall I think, about 206 bones are present in an adult human being. Am I clear? So this was a portion of the bones and their function. Next, we'll continue with the different part like skeleton and cartilage. So today we have discussed only the body movements, and two types of body movements we have discussed. And next we had discussed that approximately 650 muscles are attached in the to the skeleton, and different bones are present in our body, that is of different shape and different sizes. And in human body, 206 bones are present in an adult human being. So just revise and read this chapter, and in next video we'll continue with the next part of this chapter. Till then, thank you, children.